What's up, guys? My name's Doofus Mcdooface, and let's play a game of Ranked Legion TD2. And I don't know how long it's been since I've done a Fiesta on a actual recorded video. So we're gonna do that. All these Fiestas are from streams, and they're this epic game, or it's this really sad game. But what if I take you through a real game of Fiesta? Let's do it. Unless my teammate chooses Fiesta. Alright, I chose it first. Alright.
Welcome to Nova.
A real game of Fiesta. Right off the bat, I see like Bones. Bones can be a good Fiesta. I see Scrappy. Scrappy actually can be a pretty good Fiesta. Green Devil could be a good Fiesta. Let's start looking at the late game. My only real magic damage is a Poda, so I'll probably have to take her. I'm really weak on 12, 16, 19, so I should take a Honey Flower. And then let's take a second. So we're going to have magic damage, bit of impact damage. So we really don't need Catapult. We already have AoE, so do we really need Boom Tree? We kind of have options here. Is it ever Mask? Or is it Hardened Mudman? It could be Hardened Mudman because I really don't have Fortified tanking, right? Yeah, I actually don't have Fortified tanking. And I love this fire chain. I love this fire chain. You know what? I think Scrappy Fiesta might be better. I think Scrappy Fiesta might be better for the early game. I'm gonna try a Scrappy Fiesta. I'm Doofus Mcdooface. This is Scrappy Fiesta. I do get snailed, so I don't know how good or bad this is going to be. The reason I'm choosing this is because this is going to be better on 2 and better on 3. I've already got a green gargoyle. Oh, this is a great Fiesta if you get snailed. Wait, it is a Fiesta, right? Okay, it's too good is what it is. Okay. It's a little too good. Alright, so I needed a little bit worse positioning there. It's a very long wave, so I should leak to the resend. And then we're probably going to need a Fire Archer for wave 4. That is so funny, though. So, what's going through my mind of this game? Well, I didn't Fiesta. That's just going through my mind. Yeah. And it just came down to that positioning. The positioning was just too good. They split too evenly. They were helping each other out, or at least the Scrappy was helping out the Gargoyle. So it's pretty crazy. But I'm gonna save my Mythium because I might send full like Robos or Dragon Turtles into the double Windhawk. I get snailed here, so I could go super greedy, go 7 workers. Or I could stay on 6 and just play a solid game. I think I'd rather stay on 6 and just play a solid game. A solid Fiesta. And this guy did not add. I'm going to really quickly check. Does this guy play aggressive wave 3? Just going to look at his previous game. The answer is no. He does not play it aggressive. So after seeing that, I'm just going to income. After seeing what I just saw, I've decided to just income. And then I care more about wave 4. So although if I win a green devil, I would just hold here. I'm Fiesta. I really don't want to hold, right? Really don't want to hold. 650. Go and build the Fire Archer right there. And then 2 guards. So Fire Archer in preparation for wave 4, where I need pierce damage, and then a second gargoyle for tanking. It's an okay split. I mean, I would like the Fire Archer to tank more, but it's not the end of the world. I should leak. Yeah, I definitely. Well, I do, right? I do leak. It's decent. I'm gonna push to 8. I really haven't had a bad Fiesta this game. Yeah, it's a great Fiesta. So in my mind, I'm going to have a bad Fiesta here and push super duper hard. Not a great strategy, okay? But it's just like, I can't help it. And he was 5 over, as expected. Right, he was 5 over. I just can't help my desires. Lifting the split just a bit because the fire archer could die here. It did not tank that much on 3, but I'm telling you what, it's going to tank a lot on 4. And then a couple of potential dark mages for the future of the game. That's why I placed those bones back there. We get full send here, so I'm just going to not push. I'm going to not push because I'm already on 8 workers. And I really don't have anything amazing for next. And I am leaking. I'm definitely leaking. Can I kill 1 more? Can I kill 2 more? Wow. Another really solid Fiesta. Got 160. Kind of awkward numbers. I mean, Green Devil is perfect. Right, Green Devil is perfect. It's just choosing the positioning. So, I'm actually already on value, so I'm gonna push. Yeah, I'm going to push. And I'd love for my fire archer to not die. But then again, I kind of do want it to die, because if the fire archer dies with what I have, I should Fiesta. I should Fiesta. And I think I can get away with 1 more small one. They're just incoming us. Teammate did not receive a send, though. So I'm going to push 1. Oh, okay, so the Scrappy tanked here. Teammate did not receive a send. It was a completely break-even Fiesta. Now, that does scare me a little bit that my teammate didn't receive a send. But we also have a crap. I mean, we are going for full king, wave 8 or 9. Right? Like, this is a crazy king up type of game. Crazy king up. So I'm going to start prepping for wave 7. Because naturally, he's way worse on wave 7. Normally, I really don't want the fire archer to die here. We have full AoE. Just spamming bones. I think the fire archer might be fine. And even if it's not, the Scrappies are the damage here on wave 6. Yeah, it's just income. It's actually a perfect fire archer. And now I can push really hard. Because my teammate got a send. So I know that the pressure's off of him. I'm not even leaking here because that fire archer was just too delicious. Teammate is either pro leaking or pro holding. Gets the spawn out, kills that brute, leaks brute and 1. Not a bad time to reroll, actually. Yeah, definitely a good time to reroll. Way too many bones. Way too many bones. This is what I would say at first glance. I'm just gonna run through in my mind what I'm going for here. Here I'm gonna do a I'm a Fiesta here just because I feel like this role needs more time. I would probably have added a ranger and a Garg here. But here's what I'm thinking. I already have 2 Scrappies. I don't need them anymore, right? I think 2 heroic Scrappies is plenty. If you wind them up, they're just as good as 3 or 4 heroic Scrappies. So that's number 1. Number 2, I want the APS, right? I want the APS here. I think that'd be super useful. With the positioning I already have. And so I kind of, if you take APS, I kind of want APS Millennium, right? I kind of want APS Millennium. Yeah, it lost me 13 gold. Not a big deal. So that's why I'm going APS Millennium with those Scrappies, with some pierce damage. Do I really need the magic damage of the Poda? That's the question. I mean, I'd have a lot of impact damage, but I also have an ability to kill the GKs, right? I can kill those GKs with the Ranger. Okay. And I probably don't need Flower because Heroic Scrappy. Alright. We've got tank, 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 damage, damage, damage. Alright, let's do this. Alright, and what do we want to build here? I mean, I'm a god next, so they probably keep coming. Daphne there. We'll have one Millennium there. And we can also, at some point, we're going to sell that Fire Archer for like another Doomsday or something. Just so you know. Full send here. I'm going to push really hard. It's been a really, really gentle game to us. But I will say, the P-score is dead even. P-score is dead even. So although I might feel like this has been like a cakewalk, the game doesn't say that. The game is not saying this has been a cakewalk. Let's see. How hard can I push? Yeah, I can push pretty hard here. And by pretty hard, I mean everything. And we have... Wow, we have a full king on wave 9. Full attack and AoE. This is one of the best kings I've ever seen. And we haven't even had to use it. I mean, my teammate has covered, and then I covered that one wave he leaked, right? So, it's been pretty fantastic. 12 gold under on Fiesta. Just a Fiend. I'm not pushing anymore. I'm good where we're at. Because also, if I don't push, I could theoretically get Venture, right? And I'm definitely leaking here, so. If I kill both of those, I'd be really happy, but I'm not killing them either. 404. Yeah, I lost 32 gold there. Probably a Yuzora and a Ranger. Actually, gotta think this one through. DTs because of the magic damage. He's still over though, so let's continue to finish the king. Alright, I need a tank. I need a Yuzora. There's no doubt about it. I need a Yuzora. There's no question. But I'm thinking about doing a second Yuzora. Because I really, really don't want to leak here, and I can't really leak 13. I already have a lot of damage. This is not the most ideal, but it'll be fine. Yeah, we literally full king before 10 started. Wow. Yeah, this guy's just income king. Yeah, the double Yuzora was correct. I need to be ready. The guy sending me has more workers than me, I believe. I'm actually still leaking. Although it's a decent one. 466. Yeah, lost 16 gold. And he leaked 2. So we're only down 1 gold. Teammate is covering. I mean, we got ourselves a game here. The good news about this game is I'm fairly certain that Big Bad Torn is going to fall super duper behind. So there's almost a world where I really shouldn't push, right? I shouldn't take Venture. And I should just sort of let my teammate carry. But that's just so hard to do. That's just so hard for me to do. So I'm going to stem the Heroic Scrappy next. I will also harden because me getting Venture is supremely important. Not really scared that much here. Like, I could leak, don't get me wrong, but not an amount to where I'm super duper worried. Like maybe a 50% max. 58, I guess. Just full income. Okay, he saved a ton here, so yeah. I'm not pushing. That might allow me to not have to use the Heroic Scrappy. But my value needs to be pretty high. Oh, I still might Fiesta here. And this would not be a bad Fiesta. Can I kill 3, 1, and then that? No. 536. I think that was a positive Fiesta there. Yeah, that was a good one. I'm really glad that he king upped instead of full sent there. Yeah, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to harden. No doubt about that, I'm hardening. Another Daphne. And another Green Devil. Green Devil's still decent tanking. So I could leak here. It's theoretically possible. But it's not a big deal in my mind. With the Harden. Teammate is chilling too. We're fine. Yep, there's the real send. That's why I was ready. Although, man. Imagine what a heroic Scrappy would have done here. So if I leak bad, this is a pretty big mistake. But I do have a decent amount of damage. Is it enough? Yeah, see, I probably should have done the heroic Scrappy. Do I kill that? I do not. Yeah, not a good leak. I needed the heroic Scrappy for the AoE. Kind of a bad mistake. Luckily, though, he leaked to income as well. The guy sending me leak to income as well, kind of completely canceling out the leak. Kind of saved my ass, if I'm going to be honest. Now get the juice. We're going to shift a little bit of gold just in case we could bait a 14. But yeah, I'm scared of 15. So maybe I shouldn't have even pushed that. But the good thing about 15, the good thing about any of these waves that we overpush, we have taken no king damage, right? So if I leak or if my teammate leaks, what does it matter if it does not translate into king damage? Power score? It's currently tied. Completely a tied power score, which is crazy. Okay, they do skip. Oh, does he get him again? He went for that full income. This could be a game shifter. I don't think so, though. The Azora with the Lumerian's just a little too good. And then my guy is never leaking. He's just playing over. Here's what I think is going to happen. I think whenever they send, I'm going to leak again. Because this guy has many workers. Yeah. Quite a few workers. I got the Doomsday. I've got Yuzora. This can be good on both 14 and 15. Not feeling like the Harden is necessary here because my teammate's a god. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to leak again, but my teammate's going to hold because the guy sending him has no workers, right? So even though I received 360 on 12, I'm going to receive more Mythium than my teammate. And I assume it's going to be on 15. I assume. That is a huge mistake. Although maybe I am really good here. I just don't know how they don't send on wave 15. Yeah, 16 would be great. It's going to be the best chance to leak the Boars, Lumerian, Warpwing. But yeah, this guy's never leaking. Now we're able to push like absolute demons. That right there, in my opinion, they just lost the game. But I do need to be a little careful about over pushing because my guy is out of the game, right? My guy is not the important one. And my teammate's guy is the one that needs to leak. So I kind of need to be the holder. But here's the good thing. Is I've got heroic Scrappy on wave 16. So I do one of those with MPS, with Dark Mage, I should instantly hold. So I think we're going to be okay with a big push. But yeah, see, my teammate was Crabs and Sovereigns, Daphnes. Like, he wasn't great. Oh, interesting resend. I'm glad I dialed it back. I might leak here, but it's not enough. 677. Even if I leak the boss, like, I don't know that this is enough gold. Maybe it's a good amount of gold. I lose like 80 gold. How much did I give that guy? And then I need to think about my send, which is probably honey bear, four eyes, mole hermit. All right. I did give them quite a bit of gold. That was actually not good. So let me do a heroic Scrappy just to make sure that we're not being a doofus. Alright, looks good. I'm trying to pull everything to the right once it breaks down. That's what this ranger is for. So center of the wave for the heroic Scrappy and the Doomsday. So that the splash is hitting everybody. And then break down. Hopefully goes right. Okay, I get income. I do not need to push. I do not need to push. Stop pushing workers, Doofus. Okay, I need to leak my guy. And he needs to leak his guy. I don't think they're going to die here on 16. Yeah, they're not going to die, even with 3 4 eyes. But this is a substantial amount of king. Probably 19. Yeah, probably 19. But there is a world where it could be 18. So I don't think I leak here or 18. So that's the first reason. Right? The first reason is I don't believe that I will be leaking on either wave, 17 or 18. My teammate could leak 18, shouldn't leak here, could leak 18, but that's even doubtful. So I think you force it to be a king race on the wave that you're weak, and if it's a king race on 19, when we have a 70% lead, well, we should just win the game. Right? We should just win the game at that point. I do kind of want a little bit of everything, though. Because I don't know when they're going to send. Yeah, king ups. Yeah, it's 19. I just need to not be a doofus and hold whenever I get sent. If it is 17 or 18. If it's 19, not a big deal. We have that full king where we would survive in a king race situation. Should survive. We send 20 if they send here and win. We send 19 if they skip and win race. So I just don't, I mean, I'm getting cocky here. I'm getting a little cocky. But, and maybe my cockiness, I should actually build the second Doomsday. Or build these ores. I think this value should be good. This value should be good, in my opinion, to hold here. All right, we're racing. All right, the only way we lose is if he covers in the mid and we die. So I want a couple of rams and a couple of 4 eyes. I could also see like honey bear hermit. I mean, it really doesn't matter what I do to my guy, right? This is the guy that matters. But I kind of like honey bear hermit here. And then I want to build nothing but mudman. And the heroic. I also want those heroic scrappies. I do want the heroic scrappies. Harden. Harden. There we go. Got everything we wanted. I wish the wave was a little more centered, but it doesn't really matter. Until they get on the wave, it won't matter. If they ever get on the wave. All right, I'm leaking pretty bad. We are in a bit of danger here. How's my teammate? Teammate's doing decent. He needs to get those crab spawns out. Is his guy ever leaking? No. Okay, let's see if we die here, man. We actually might die here because he is not leaking his guy, and we leaked a substantial amount. Yeah, he was not able to leak his guy. And do we have enough honey bears? We went for krakens. Wait. We are dead. And so salted fish carried the game. And I thought we would win, but I did say, I said there was one way we could lose, and that's if salted fish held and covered. And he did. I think it's going to be hard to leak this, but I don't think it's impossible. I think Shaman, Needler, and Honey Bears actually leaks this, and I think we win. I could be totally wrong. And it's like, naturally, you could have had him Sui during 18, since we need to win on 19. But then he kind of needs to be the one holding, because he's not the one receiving from 80 workers. I think Wave 12 was probably the big mistake. I think Wave 12 is where I know I could play better. I think me risking 50 gold to not lose whatever amount of gold and give salted fish that amount of gold was probably the best play. But salted fish was just so far ahead, man. He's just so far ahead. We got him on 16. And then he's probably so far ahead that you just have to Sui into him, right? So maybe it's a full Sui for 18. Because he did build all the boars.
Welcome
right.
to Nova.
He built all those boars. So he was relatively prepared. But with a perfect send, the honey bears for the red eyes, the shaman needler almost always gets through, and that's all we need, right? We only need the shaman needler to make it through. Would that be a leak? Or is it just totally unleakable? Because Shaman Needler usually goes crazy. But it might not be enough. Yeah, this guy's just too good here. Yeah. So it was almost unwinnable there. On that send. Because he built everything for 19. So I guess is the question. If we send 18? But 18's going to be tough too. I mean, just for fun. I'm going to destroy my guy. I'm going to destroy my guy on 18. Right? I destroy my guy. Any wave I send him, he's leaking fairly bad. Not 118% bad. But if we do go 18, can he ever weaken salted fish to the point where we can win? If he sends 1,000 Mythium, could it ever weaken? And he already really liked the Kraken, so... I need to give myself 1,000 Mythium. I mean, it was a good game at the end of the day. I'm not really upset about it, so... Definitely want a Kraken. I really think Shaman Needler is good, but... He's got so much damage. There's so many Lumeria. Like, that's an amount of Lumerians that's just too much. See, because with this, you don't have any damage. Don't have any real damage. But the wave itself is crazy good damage. Yeah, I think you have to have Shaman Needler to leak this many Lumerians. All right, one more. Let me try it one more time. And this is probably why we needed to have him push, right? We didn't make that read. We just wanted to tie to just have a similar race. That was not the play. That was 100% not the play. Bad call by me. Alright, definitely bad call by me. There's just not enough Mythium for the Shaman Needler to go crazy. Well... no. Wait, this one is gonna be close. That's not bad. So in hindsight, I think us pushing much harder for 18 was correct. Now that I see it, us pushing way harder for 18 was correct because we are both completely screwed on 19. And knowing that I can probably leak my guy at any point, it should have been 18. It should have been 18. I mean, this guy literally is getting away with 72 workers on 16, right? This guy's doing the Doofus to Doofus Mcdooface. So, but fun game. We did choke, but you can't win them all. I'm Doofus Mcdooface, and that was an okay-ish Fiesta. Hello, Wilfred.